We've got a collective vision that we are working on for the two airports that we have. What we want to talk about first is how we sell this region, how we talk to the airlines. We don't necessarily show up and say we've got a whole lot of empty gates. There's not an airline in the world that serves a facility. Airlines serve markets. You'll hear that from the airlines tonight. They serve markets, they serve growing markets, they serve markets that fit their needs. And more we are fitting the needs of the airlines who are expanding here, who are doing well here. So what's going on, we talk about when we talk to the airlines. We tell them about what's happening with our economy, with new businesses, with technology, development, new ideas. And a lot of that is getting recognized globally. The Air Transport World magazine is a magazine, a publication, an industry leader that's read by airline executives around the world. 4 years ago, they started to give an award for Airport of the Year. And in the first year, in 2014, they gave that award to Singapore, Changi. In 2015, they gave that award to London Heathrow. In 2016, they gave that award to Hong Kong, and we got it this year. That is not nothing. We got it because of our turnaround. We got it because of the momentum. We got it because we've had an 80% increase in our nonstop destinations, and make no mistake about it, nonstop is the name of the game. I love our airline partners who connect us, but we care about nonstop service, and I know you do too. So we have had an 80% increase in our nonstop destinations over the last 2 years. We've gone from 37 to 68. We've added 8 new airlines. We have finally turned the corner in passenger traffic. Last year we had a 2.2% increase over 2015, but January, this year, we saw a 5.2% increase over January last year. And for the first time, since 2004, we're going to have 3 nonstop services to Europe this summer. We've got WOW to Reykjavik, Condor to Frankfurt, and we've got Delta to Paris. That's fantastic. Still not as much service as we have to the West Coast, but we're working on that, and Spirit's announcement helped us. So we are successfully transitioning to an origin destination airport. We've got a great diversity of carriers, and we are looking forward to expanding not only the destinations, but the carriers. Every new flight that we've gained in the last 2 years, whether it's international, or it's Harrisburg, or it's Richmond, Virginia, every new flight is meeting the needs of some segment of this market. And I know that it's not always perfect for everybody, but with each new flight that we bring in, each one of those has been targeted and has been specifically brought in for this market or for a segment of this market. So we are in the middle of our master plans for both facilities, for Pittsburgh International as well as for Allegheny County Airport. Master plans that will focus on increasing business and maintaining our strong financial position at both airports. At AGC, we're focused on bringing in more business for the largest corporate jet base in the region and improving the terminal. Love to see a restaurant out there, and I'm sure somebody will come up to me later and tell me which one it should be. At Pittsburgh International, the hub is not coming back, and we're not looking for it to. We are looking for this airport, which, by the way, turns 25 years old in October. It's too big for the 8.3 million passengers that use it today, and it's too big for the number of passengers that are likely to use it in the future. Whether we get to 12, 15, or 18 million, we still have too much space. And that space costs our airline partners money to maintain. So later this year, we will be showcasing those plans, looking forward to your feedback. We are financially stable. We are lowering our costs, thanks in part to the stability offered to us through the Consol gas deal, as well as our own prudence. But we have lowered costs to the airlines for 4 years straight. We are now the 9th airport in the country, only the 9th, to be served by all 3 ultra-low-cost carriers, now with Spirit, Allegiant, and Frontier. So it's our goal at both Pittsburgh and county airports in those modernization and master plans to remain operationally efficient and cost competitive. And we're going to do that by what we call sweating the assets. So the more revenue that we can generate with our assets, the more competitive that we can continue to be for our airline partners. The investments that we are seeing right now, the most recent investments by Uber and Ford for autonomous vehicles, by Facebook and Google, SAP, the Shell Cracker Plant, GE Additive Manufacturing, that diversity creates opportunities for ongoing investment and for increased air service. I can't tell you the number of tech company executives who call me and say, how can I help you get another flight to the Bay Area? I say, call them. We'll continue to represent you, but let them know that you want that service as well. So our partnerships with our key business universities and organizations like Visit Pittsburgh, the conference, and the Pittsburgh Technology Council really make a difference, because it is the interests of those organizations as well as the leisure passengers that we're serving. But it's very important to us that the community feels connected. And one of the things that we're doing is we're actually trying to do more of that to proactively connect back to the community. We think that there is a very strong opportunity to let the children of this community understand the aviation asset that's here and explore it. So we have some of the top universities in the country, as you all know, the highest concentration outside of Boston, that's churning out a whole lot of talented young people. So we'd love to tap into that pipeline to see if some of them would like to put those talents to use at the airport, certainly. But we also want to make sure that we're exposing young people to careers in aviation and to the possibilities that travel can afford them. So we are actually in the process of developing a tour program for elementary schools, mentoring high school students through our Ready for Takeoff program, and developing innovative projects with Carnegie Mellon, the University of Pittsburgh, and Robert Morris University. We have a tremendous opportunity here in this region to continue the momentum, to continue our partnership with all of you. I've had the great pleasure of working alongside leaders who really are moving the region forward. You're in this room, that's why you're here. And I can say, finally, that the airport is part of the progress. And that's an incredibly gratifying position to be in, because when I got here, there were a whole lot of people, I think, that felt that the airport was a drag on the progress of the region. And now I believe that we are actually part of the momentum that's moving the region forward. And we have a whole lot of partnerships to thank for that, to thank for our air service wins, to thank for the accolades, to thank for the industry achievements that are getting recognized. But because this is how we roll, we have a lot more work to do and we're not satisfied. Ask any member of my team how long they've been able to sit back and take a deep breath. Not long. So we're not going to slow down. Our goal is to benchmark ourselves against other airports and industry leaders around the world, not only in the aviation industry, but in retail, but in hospitality, but in customer service. And to plot a course for how we can be a sustained driver of economic development in the region, but also in the industry overall. I knew we couldn't do it alone. We've always known we would need your help, and we're going to continue to. So I want to thank each and every one of you for helping us maintain this amazing trajectory of growth and enthusiasm, for being here tonight. Thank you each for being here.